Well, coming up next on this Mother's Day special of the Dolans Unscripted, we're going to chat with Val in studio about balancing family and work and the joys of starting a new career.
Nice to see you.
How can you have a friend that looks like this?
Talk about a second wind, excuse me. How does somebody with one of the great jobs in America say, you know, I really love what I'm doing. I'm working 120% of my time on my real job, but something just happened to me, and you know what? I'm going to take advantage of it, and there's a lesson there for all of us.
Oh, yes, indeed. Mother of 6, wife to Crazy Wally.
No, don't say Crazy
Val
Wally.
Ramsey is a model, and she is, in fact, the PR manager of Pebble Beach Resorts. And Val, you look fabulous as always, and I'm always so depressed around you.
No.
Val, I only want, before we start, we've got a few minutes together, if in fact, we're going to talk about your modeling career, if in fact, Jay, listen to this, okay? If in fact your modeling career becomes 100% of your time, I would like the job at Pebble Beach. I would like first dibs on it, okay?
Get in line, get in line.
Val, give us...
Why didn't you do modeling before this? I mean, what did you start, 2 years ago?
Yeah, about a year and a half, 2 years
Yeah.
ago. When I was really young enough to jump in it, when most girls do, nice girls didn't do things like that.
I guess that's right. When you go,
You went to college, you got married.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, yeah.
So now I'm coming up to my 45th wedding anniversary.
How wonderful. 3 grandkids too, by the way.
No,
seven.
No.
Seven.
7 grandkids?
Yes, just 3 that we will see for Mother's Day.
Oh,
but
that's
7.
right. That's tremendous.
Yes.
Val, in the package we talked a little bit about it, about how it happened. It basically fell out of the sky.
It did.
And yet you and Wally continue to grapple with, it seems to me.
Yes.
And the lesson for all of us is here is if something like this happens, how do you handle it and how do you make it happen if it just is not going to fall out of the sky? You're still grappling about juggling with the kids and the grandkids and your husband's career and your major job at Pebble Beach.
Right.
You're juggling the whole thing.
Right.
I've always said, Val, you can't have it all. But can you kind of try to do it all?
Absolutely, yeah. It just takes organization. It takes people being willing to be flexible with you. So in other words, I do a lot of things on evenings or weekends, vacation time. You know, you do it when you can.
Hubby cooperation seems to be awfully important.
Hubby cooperation is key. Yeah. Wally is so supportive, 100%
Supportive
behind it.
and lucky, I might add.
And your kids are jealous, I'm sure.
Kids they're getting such a huge kick out of it. They just love it.
What always amazes me about you is the fact that you look your age. There's no collagen being injected anywhere or Botox or any of that. Why are you so comfortable looking your age and looking fabulous at it? And some people younger feel the need to do all this other stuff.
When you say fabulous, I think Billy Crystal. That's absolutely, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
But you, that's right. But you are what you are, and that, and frankly, that's the niche.
Answer. I'm asking Val, not you, dear.
Yes, Val. Yes, Val.
We'll talk about Botox and you in a little bit.
I think the key is, for one thing, surrounding yourself with young people, which I certainly do in my job. I feel like the den mother sometimes, but they really do keep you young, and I think also being really interested in and loving what you do, and absolutely that energizes you,
Val,
and it shows.
Val, for anybody that might want to be of similar circumstance, whether it's a age 63, 64, 65 or older model or otherwise, there is a market for older America. I'm not a young guy either.
Much so, yes.
I'm in my late 30s myself. But for older Americans, there's so many opportunities. Some fall out of the sky, and you cope with that. But there's lots of other stuff that people in their 60s shouldn't say, well, that's about it for me.
No.
Social Security, and I have to go work in McDonald's, which isn't so horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what they say too, luck is the product of design. I think you have to know what you want to do and then kind of formulate a plan in your mind how you're going to get there.
Yeah, now, I know you're having a ball doing this.
Yes.
Would you have enjoyed it as much or maybe even been as successful as you're becoming had this happened to you in your 20s, do you think?
I think it would have been fun, but I'm sure that I wouldn't have enjoyed it or appreciated it as much as I am now. Also, I am eternally grateful for the wonderful career that I enjoy with Pebble Beach Resorts and in the business world.
Val, where are you going from here? Now, it's you obviously you love your job, and the Pebble Beach people are
Yes.
wonderful people. We'd actually know the
Sure.
people out there.
Yes.
But are you is this going to stay at the sort of hobby, I'll get to it as I get to it stage, or might there be a decision somewhere in the future? I mean, a real decision.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be 65 in October. I make no bones about that. And looking
I love your hair.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we match. And you know, if I were to retire from Pebble Beach and the modeling world still was interested in me, and maybe with the baby boomers, you know, coming along and it being such a growing market, I think there's a chance there might be. I would do that. Yes.
Biggest challenge, Val. Biggest challenge where it's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Biggest challenge.
Trying to balance it all?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to do. Obviously, having to do a good job for Pebble Beach comes absolutely first, but then finding time to do, you know, the second career and to have time with the children and the grandchildren. Yeah, it's a lot.
Forget Wally. Who cares about
Yeah,
him?
who cares about Wally?
Before you go on the rest of your business here in New York, Val, talk a little bit about your responsibilities at the Pebble Beach Resorts and how the resorts are doing.
The resorts are doing just wonderfully.
You say resorts in its Spanish Bay.
Yeah, the Lodge
Casa
at Pebble
Palmero,
Beach
yeah.
and Casa Palmero, our
Yeah.
third and newest hotel. And then we have 4 golf courses out there. Pebble Beach Golf Links, the links at Spanish Bay, Spyglass Hill, and Del Monte. And then we have a wonderful spa. And 7 marvelous restaurants, each one very different from the others. So it's my great privilege to represent this world-class resort to travel writers and the media and the public. And
That's sort of your job. Just to get
Yes.
specifically to your job. Your job is to
Yes.
talk about Pebble Beach.
That's
It doesn't take a whole lot of fancy words to say how beautiful it is out there. And I want our audience. Darren and I have been lucky enough to have been to Pebble Beach a couple of times, and it's not like, well, everything's like so expensive. Forget it. There's no way. Pebble Beach, like it's a big deal. Well, it is a big deal, but it is affordable for companies, and
It
it's
is.
affordable for individuals.
it is, and it's also accessible. There are tea times and rooms available. Sometimes you might need a little bit of flexibility, but it is not the year to year and a half, you know, wait to get on the course that people had believed it to be a few years ago.
I'm sorry that your golf game will suffer so badly with your second new
you
career.
don't even play golf, do you,
No,
Val?
I
This is
don't,
what
Daria.
boggles my mind. Would you not kill for this woman's position at Pebble Beach, overlooking the 18th
Hello,
hole?
I'm on the 17th
And she
hole.
doesn't golf. I love her. Val, continued success.
Thank you so much.
We enjoy your friendship. You
Thank
are an
you. It's-
inspiration to
it's
me,
mutual.
and I'm still depressed every time I
No,
look at her.
I love you both. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for having me.
Best to, Wally.
Wally.
Yeah, okay.
I certainly will. Thank you, and his to you.
Thank you, Val.
Coming up next, our last Dolan's on Demand of the day. It's email cleaning out box day. Dolan's at CNN.com.
Get my good
Looks
side.
good,
Get
looks
my
good,
good
yeah.
side.